All right, folks, just about that time here. Welcome on back this Tuesday afternoon. I was about to say Monday. This Tuesday, great to see Bill, Leda, Andrea, all of our students and members alike inside our live trading room. And if you're joining us back on social media, that being at Cyber Trading U on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc., great to have you back as well. We just came off our Traders Talk workshop earlier this morning, covered the lunar trade, namely, went over a couple of things in terms of coming off a holiday, weekend, or at least a day where at least the previous trading day we had off for holiday. And with that, it's been a slow afternoon so far. A couple of trades starting to really work out in our favor here. We'll see if this lunar is a head fake from this point, and if it just tanks from this point, or if this is real deal. It's been teasing the break off those two green lines in my chart, 11 and actually 11, 11, 11, 11, make a wish. Now, that's just one of two trades at least that I'm following, at least myself right now, intently following in. Otherwise, bottom right, you could see CLSK looking for the bounce on this trade as well, heading into the early afternoon. This one dropped off a lot more than I thought it was going to drop. This one pulled back pretty deep, which we thought it could happen at least once the market had opened up. Market pulled back. It's tough for this to swim upstream. But I was looking for, and this was at noontime, coming off our workshop, I was saying I was looking for a big bounce from 1594 to 16 on CLSK. Well, that was at 12 o'clock. So I took a 7-cent loss on this earlier as it just chopped around and broke lower. Well, I wanted this to really pull back. I was looking for a much lower price and didn't capture the bottom here at the time. But right now, it had pulled right back into that level just a moment ago. That was right off of 1594 to 16, that combo I was looking for originally. And here we are now. Again, I'm looking for a non-small bounce on this type of trade. And so far, 40 cents, I'd say, is not small. Question is, could this keep pushing? So, you know what? It's not like a stock that's at the highs, that's for sure. It's still down a lot percentage-wise to where there could be room for more of a bounce. I like this trade. I'm going to put this on our afternoon list to begin. The CLSK and the lunar, both, at least for right now. Lunar, namely on the way up over like 40, 50% nearly, I think even. So, yeah, 53% currently. The warrants, actually, as we go to the top of the gainers list here, this looks like lunar. It's the warrants, though. Lunar W. This one we're not going to be trading, though. This is cheap, but it's just very thin. It's not really for my liking. There's actually more volume on regular, just LUNR. So I'll at least add lunar to our main watch list with this trying to hold above 11 on 11.11 here. And then the CLSK, which has been a beast. Let me ask for Bill or Larry or Abdul, any of our students here in chat. Did anyone get the chance to jump in on this CLSK just before? A couple stocks we called out, obviously. So if it wasn't one, maybe it was the other. Eric, you got in? There we go. Nice. Got a few of us in on that trade right now. Excellent. And again, if it's not this one, there could be others. I'm just asking out of curiosity. I know for students that have been with us throughout this entire day, they're just following the chat here in the board, right? So obviously this looking pretty good. So yeah, CLSK I'll add, lunar I'll keep on our list. If lunar just crashes as we go through this meeting, folks, then we'll obviously scrap it. We'll take it off our list in that case. But what we'll do is go from top to bottom, though. Otherwise, I know Andrea just joining us back in our chat board right now and called out meds. Looks like this thing needs meds. What are we talking about? This thing pop and drop. This thing is not worth the time right now. This is not worth it for us here. I'm going to pass on that. As we go from top to bottom, folks, we're going to pass on a lot of crap. A lot of stuff is washed up at this point, but we are not trying to just speculate. We are trying to follow good direction. And even this damn thing pulling back down again here into this area. So started off good as we were heading into this meeting, finally getting the clean break that we wanted, but we need resistance to become support. If we don't get that here, we're going to scrap this here too. And then why? It's trending back up a little bit. It's given us a little something here, perhaps. Man, the CLSK is a monster right now. Holy, look at this last column here on my position manager, 1664. Oof. All right, MNY, getting back to this at least here. For the price, I'm not a fan of the order book. It's a little skimpy, a little thin for my liking. And again, you're going to say the same on a lot of this stuff at this point. BFRI dropped back down from earlier. Could this be due for a bounce? This at $1, under and over $1. I'm not really going to put it on our list, but wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility if it starts to pop. All right, here. Really quick for Abdul, Bill, Herb, all of our students in chat right now. Can you still see my screen? Just let me know if you could see my screen really quick. Had a quick flash from my side, actually. Just double checking from my side. There we go. Good from Bill, good from Herbert. If I got two of us, I think I got all of us, right? All right, so we continue. IOVA, hey, this stock ended up leading to a big pullback by the time the market had opened up, or rather, after the pop it had, really, but ended up being a good short as it was a good long. So right now it's actually dropping back down pretty nicely here. As a short, I could see a good opportunity on this, trending down pretty steady, not too fast even. Maybe with another shake, perhaps we'll see a little retracement, consolidation, but this actually is a short, not too bad. I don't mind just slipping this on our list, namely as a short first, and then if it holds higher lows over time, then I guess maybe look for a bounce. But this is steady Eddie here on the way down. All right, now really though, otherwise top of the gainers list we went through, and I mean really maybe one or two more trades that might look like a familiar name. QBTS from earlier. Could this get going finally? Doesn't look like it. All right, so let's see if there's anything looking just as good, if not better, from the loser side, like CLSK. Like CLSK again, beast. We were looking for a big bounce from that level earlier. And I phrased it that way for a reason before, folks. Again, that was at 12 o'clock, but what I call out at 12 o'clock applies to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Just a matter of if this stock can hold higher or low, if this stock can move back under and over. Ooh, as I say that, what the hell is happening here? Big shake right now. Huge shake. Actually, massive spike of volume just happened right here. Real-time live. What the hell is that? Look at this thing. 1616. Look at all the purple prints coming in right there. Now, that might look scary to the naked eye, actually. And this shake definitely looks pretty intimidating. But let's actually see what happens from this point. The fact that it retraced all the way back up as fast as it did, pretty interesting sign there. I kind of like that. It just kind of pulled back below the VWAP, so it needs to get back above that for the time being. But the brunt of that volume is filled at $16.16, probably about like 120,000+ shares. That just got filled right there. So I'm going to keep CLSK on our watch list. Let's see if there's anything else looking just as good from the side, though, otherwise. No surprise with this. What goes up? You knew that was happening. Come on now. RAPT. Now, this is interesting. I thought that there was a case to see this make a dead cat bounce with it being down like 40-50% pre-market. They started to make a subtle bounce at first. It failed to, I don't think test 10, maybe break above 10 for that matter. Obviously, what goes up comes back down. And this stock actually is easy to borrow from me on TradeStation. Is this breaking all-time lows? I didn't care to check earlier. Looks like it to me. All right, well, Raptor, RAPT, we're going to add to our watch list as a short now at this point, breaking all-time lows. And it's down 72%, so I know one might think like, all right, maybe it could squeeze up over time. You tried doing that earlier. You tried. We're on the way down. Following this thing on the way down now, breaking all-time lows. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see if there's anything else that can follow this trade at least. Be a good short, maybe otherwise. FLR, not really doing it for me right there. Really got like a bunch that's down big percentage-wise. We have CLSK already on our watch list as a potential bounce, not as a short, but as a bounce. Mara, it's going to be in the same boat as that. If you trade Mara over CLSK, then obviously add Mara to your main list. But, I don't need to add all of these crypto mining stocks. We're only going to trade like really one or two of them, if anything. Even Coinbase isn't making as big of a push back up comparative. So maybe you could tag Coinbase with the others, but I'm not going to put this one on our main list for now either way. I think that these miners, and I do believe Coinbase in particular, are great swing trades over time with Bitcoin, especially with how much money is being pumped into those ETFs every damn day. For right now, we'll focus on CLSK as a day trade here for the next 90 minutes. But folks, again, last call. If there's anything else looking good, just up, down, left, right, more than 5%, let me know. Type it in the chat board here. Definitely let me know here before we jump off. You'll get Rich on the mic at 3 o'clock. I do have a coaching session with one of our students here coming up at 3, so I will be in chat, but Rich will be on the mic at least this afternoon. VINC, this thing is popping up out of the blue right now. I mean, actually, right before the meeting started, maybe this was going up as we were going from top to bottom on the gainers list. I'll add it. I like the volatility. If this just makes a lower high from here and dumps, then it wouldn't shock me. You know what I mean? So let's see this hold over the VWAP, continue to have good support, but given the afternoon run, I'll add it. Trading 3 million shares, dropped off big from 2021 from like $25 all the way down to sub 1 probably. Yeah. So, good dead cat bounce potential. GRYP. Very thin here, this stock. Not much of a need for this one when we have others out there that look good. So you know what? Hey, let me know if there's anything else, folks. Last call that I didn't scan for just yet. Otherwise, we'll call it. Dero, I got one of us on YouTube right now. How about this? Might I say just email myself? So I don't know which email address perhaps you were running towards. This right here that'll pop up on bottom left is my email address, just for those of us on YouTube, and I think someone posting right now. So if you have any questions regarding CTU, whatever your situation may be, please email me directly, and I'll be able to get back to you later on this evening or tomorrow morning. I'm going to just attend back to our live trading room momentarily. But again, that's my personal email. I always like to post that right there at the end of these streams, and then from there. Oh, Instagram. Okay, no, that's much different than an email, my friend. So yeah, absolutely. We'll check out our social feed just later on today. We'll have our back end just check that out momentarily. But at least myself personally, any questions about CTU, what we're offering here, what your situation is, just email myself directly, especially if you're on these streams. Otherwise, we say just join us inside our live trading room. Just scan that QR code on the top left of the stream. If you're fancy with your phone, fancy with your camera, get you week-long access to our live trading room. That's our full audio commentary throughout the morning and afternoon, myself and, of course, Fausto, the man himself there. And, of course, we have live workshops each and every week. But with that in mind, hey, let me know if you have any other questions. You could also email me like we had said before. All right, but hey, I like what we got, folks, all together. Not a bad list. It's not like we got a small, tiny list. We got a few runners right now to work off of here. Hopefully, Lunar can hold support, but CLSK looking good. The IOVA trade, RAPT on the way down. That's a good short. Breaking all-time lows. I don't know if it's easy to borrow outside a trade station. I would assume it would be like on IB, maybe Quest Trade, maybe Fidelity, but double check just all together. This looks like a really good short, though, too. So on the way up, on the way down, folks, we'll see what we could work with here heading into the close. Again, you got Rich on the mic just coming up at 3 o'clock. All right, so just in about 15 or so minutes, we'll get Rich on. We'll go from there. All right, talk to you all soon.